Welcome back, guys. MX24 TV, hashtags MXLIVE. A big salute to Malaika. I'm very proud of her again and the way she's following her dreams. I'm very, very happy today because I'm talking to a fine gentleman who I haven't seen for a while now. So we're going to fight after this. Even though he's my big brother and my godfather, we'll fight after this. But I do want to say, I sit here, right, and I talk about let's support our own. Let's push what we're doing from the movie industry to the music industry. And again, it's a machine. The entertainment industry is a machine that has so many cogs, you know, that make it work the way it's supposed to work. It has to be oiled, right? And some of these things come with the content we put out, the quality of the content we put out, and how frequently we put out this content. And I have to give a very big shout out to anyone and everyone who is doing this in their own small way, because it all comes together to make Ghana what it is. And for someone like Shelley from Paul Manson to do this for the number of years she's done this, to break the barriers, winning awards, you know, putting young people on, and it mustn't be easy because I've been on movie sets and I know it is not easy. So I just wanted to say that before I get into today's conversation, because we're talking about a new movie, and I'm very, very happy today to be talking to the beautiful Alba. So how are you doing, darling?
I am great.
Awesome. And Mr. Michael.
Yeah.
Yes, we'll talk more after this, but very good to see you.
Good to see you.
You're always looking very swagged out.
Really?
Yeah. What have you guys been eating? Is it the fufu or the benku or what is it?
It's the local
Thank you guys so much for making time. Today we're focusing on Shelley's new movie, right? And you guys heard what I said about content and movies and music and all these things. Michael, you've been doing this for years. What do you think about the space right now from a holistic point of view, right? Again, the movies we're putting out, the frequency with which we're putting out the movies, the quality of the movies, the fact that we have young guys and girls, and again, the legends, you know, like you know, still doing what you're doing. What do you think about all of that?
It's heartwarming to see a lot of productions being churned out. I mean, Ghana's got quite a checkered history when it comes to the development of the industry and the growth.
Yes.
The growth trajectory has not been very encouraging. There was a time when things dipped a bit. And, you know, the whole, between you and me,
yes.
I mean, there are a lot of problems that this industry actually faces in the country. So things were a bit rough for a while. And then when we had the likes of Aquaba Magic from MultiChoice coming in to open up the space, fund local producers and directors, it was very welcoming and heartwarming. So it gave the opportunity to a lot of producers, both old and young, up-and-coming ones, to show their craft. Then, of course, it gives the opportunity to other people in the industry, crew, cast, to come. So it was great, and it really helped to bring out people who had gone to sleep, so to speak, for a while. And in terms of quality, I think we've also seen things getting better, production getting better. I mean, it's not been easy, and you know, producers, directors are limited by funds, and you know, a lot of times to make very good movies, for things to come out really well, you need a lot of funding, and that is a huge minus when it comes to this country, and so it's been quite tough. But then things are picking up again, and for the fact that we having the opportunity to see a lot more young, enterprising actors and even crew members have the chance to show their craft, it's very heartwarming.
Okay, please send us messages again, MX24GH, the hashtag is MXLIVE. And again, if there's any, you know, young actors and actresses watching this, I think conversations like this are very, very important, you know, for people who are actually, you know, making the movies that we talk about. Because one thing I've noticed is if they ask you what you do in Ghana, right, and you say, I'm an actor, I'm an actress, the next thing is, and? It's like you can never be an actor or an actress alone. Again, it's beautiful if you're a young creative and you delve into other stuff. But if it's to the point where the conversation is always acting is seen as secondhand, you know, to what you're doing aside acting, it breaks a lot of hearts, you know, people who do this. And another thing I've always said is, when it comes to acting, you really, really have to love it. Please, if you're watching this, don't do it because you want to be famous, because you think, you know, they're big names you're going to be associated with, you're going to see a face everywhere, because it takes so, so much. I've talked to actors in Ghana who tell me that they have therapists because the shoes they step into are very, very draining. So again, this is why I think conversations like this are very important, you know, apart from the fact that we're promoting these movies, to understand what is actually going on. And Arab, I'm going to come to you. When you hear things like what I said, right? Like, oh, you're an actress, and like, is that what you do? Do you think that narrative is changing? Now, is it getting better than before, where people are seeing acting as, you know, a job? This is what people live off. Granted, we might not make the most money now, but as Michael said, it is getting better, you know, because a lot of funds go into these things. But what I want to know is the narrative gradually changing again with projects like Shelley's?
Definitely. It is. Because before this project, someone meets me, what do you do? I just look at them for a couple of seconds. I'm just calculating what would you want to hear? And I go, I'm a performing artist, and they go,
like,
and then
and their
then I
like,
teach it.
I think it's like, so how do you eat? It's like, that's what they want to say.
What is that?
Yes.
They actually even go to a point they don't know what that is.
Wow.
But after this, I can say it's changing actually, because my circle, I just limit it to my circle. My circle, we are all so proud of like going out and say, what do you do? Oh, I'm an actress. I'm an actress. Like, that's what I do. And then what else do you want to say? And that's what I want to say.
Yeah.
Because I get to experience life in a whole lot of different ways. I have a lot of opinions and all of that. So yes, I think it's changing.
Is this your first time working with Shelley?
Definitely.
How was that? Like, do nerves come into play at all? Because, like, she's Shirley.
Let's just start from the fact that it's my first actually real film thing happening.
Wow. First time?
Yes.
And it's with Shelley.
Yeah.
I think you're a legend already.
Yeah.
That's big. Like, that's I just want to say, for that alone, congratulations.
Thank you.
For that alone, congratulations. On the flip side, you've worked with her, you've seen her growth. How important is what she does, you know, to again, this big machine I spoke of, you know, because people's music are played in the movies. She has, you know, DOPs and camera crews and sounds and light guys. How important is what she does really for context's sake?
I mean, shortly, just before I come to that, hitting on what you asked earlier, I think what really feeds into that narrative, the impression people have about actors probably in this jurisdiction, and, probably needing something extra to keep them going.
Yes.
What feeds into that is what I talked about earlier, that there aren't there isn't much money which is channeled or fed into the industry. So probably what an actor should take home, a cameraman, sounds, you know, the professional should take home is not what they should be getting.
Yes.
Whereas in other places, things will be better. So things can only get better if more is voted into that. And there's a whole lot of talk, really, that has to do with that. Probably we'll do that on another day. But definitely, Shelley, she plays a very important role in providing this platform for people to show their craft or to advertise what they have. For example, you're talking about music. The soundtrack that she used, or some of the soundtracks that she used for this particular movie, for example, were sung by Adoma.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Adoma, we know her to be a great singer.
Very multi-talented.
And she acts as well. So this gives the opportunity for people to show other parts of them. And also, it's apart from, you know, whereas in other times, or probably in times building up to this particular period, people would use other music or other soundtracks for, but then she always goes for original things, you know. So, so it gives the opportunity for people to really bring out the very best, and so it markets
I mean, she's amazing.
Yes.
You know, we can sit down and talk about her for like an hour or two, you know, constantly, and she inspires so many people, guys and girls alike. This project, Two of a Kind. Please give us a few details on what this movie is about, because I see like there's people smiling, people are angry in the trailer. What's going on actually?
Two of a Kind film is basically about you and that person. It's basically about those two particular persons. Like when you sit to think about, say, conflict, the two people that will come to mind first. Think about love, the two people that come to mind first. That person you can't do without, the person that just annoys you to the core, like nothing, like the yins and yangs, the peas, two peas in a pod, Chidera was saying. It's just those two, and it just centers all around a couple that a resort owner is trying to put back together so she can feel better.
That's intense.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the clips we see on social media, right? And to put these stories out there. As I was saying, how draining mentally does it get for you, Michael, sometimes to play characters? Because I think that's something we overlook at times, right? To put yourself in the shoes of an abuser or someone who's abused, right? You're telling these stories. You have to live their lives. And again, as I was saying earlier, and I've talked to some actors who said they have therapists here in Ghana. Somebody watching say, what, you need a therapist to make a movie?
You do.
But again, they might have gone through these traumatic experiences and they have to live vicariously through the people they're playing. Again, reliving those experiences. Has that ever happened to you? Like, do you see people go through these things, Michael?
Well, personally, I haven't had such roles yet. I'm yet to have roles that really challenged me in that manner, in the way you're describing it. But yes, people go through stuff, and sometimes you have to relive some of these traumas or experiences that you've had before to make it convincing. Because I mean, the main challenge of an actor is to be as authentic to the role that you're given as much as possible. You need to make it believable. And to make it believable, you need to dig deep into yourself. I mean, you're acting a scene where you are extremely angry, or you probably have to bring out tears.
Yeah.
I don't know for you, but it's not easy to bring out tears.
It's not.
You know,
me, I'm like a brick. So I salute everyone who can do that.
Yeah. So you always need to bring out a lot of these things.
Nice.
And for people who say they need therapists, I mean, look, for you to remember something you've gone through, for instance, for a woman who's probably she's been asked to act a role where she's probably being raped, or going through some very violent violations of her body. I mean, probably there's a woman that this particular actor is somebody who has experienced something like that before. So she probably, to make it look believable and to make her appear as authentic as possible to that particular, she would need to dig deep and probably have to remember some of those things. And sometimes PTSD, you know, might set in. And so it isn't surprising that people really actually need therapists.
Okay, so we're going to check out the trailer. When we get back, we're going to talk about the experience, you know, how it was working with some of these other actors and actresses you guys hadn't worked with. This is Two of a Kind. We'll be right back.
Love is a pro and con game. And because we're not perfect, we must try to find perfection in our imperfection.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Darko.
Can't just sit back and do nothing.
You are also friends.
Yes.
I don't care. It's not. This place is not open for business this weekend.
I don't understand why she's so invested in them.
I won't. You make it clean. I won't. You want me cool?
You want my wife to leave me? And if you leave me, what I'm going to stay?
What other life is there for you and I? No, tell me.
I told you the truth.
That will be your truth.
The people who goes to these retreats in real life, I salute so much because you have to put everything out there on the table. I mean, big salute to them. How is it working? You know, Rita, you know, Michael, and all these other, you know, amazing actors and actresses. But did nerves come into play at any point?
Definitely, definitely. Before I started my first scene, I would say it was a privilege working with every single one of them.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
It was challenging because I knew I couldn't do any less than the best.
Yes.
Knowing the people around me
Yes.
and the scenes and everything. And the director was amazing. I'd say she was a great help to me.
Nice.
There are a lot of stories about who Miss Shirley is and how she directs, and I heard them before meeting her. But I must say I had a good experience with her.
I like that. That's wonderful.
I did have a good experience. I felt safe in her hands.
That's wonderful.
And working with all of them, it just felt great. It just felt like a big challenge, and it felt amazing as well.
I mean, you wake up and see all these amazing faces, like, wow, I'm blessed. That's wonderful. So the details on the premiere, can you please give us that?
So we're premiering in Ghana on the 20th of December.
Okay.
We have a showing on 7 p.m. and 9 p.m.
Okay.
And then after 20th of December, there's going to be other days that's going to be showing. But then all the details is going to be at the website.
Okay.
So it's www. Did I say 3 W's or 2 W's? www. Twoofakindfilm.com.
Nice. Yeah. Nice. So when you go there, it's all there.
Everything is
all
there.
On the other hand, there's this Silverbird app as well.
Yes.
You can also go there and get the information that you want.
Sure.
Or if you have the numbers for Silverbird, you could always call.
And then what do you call it? So we have the Silverbird app, we have the website, and then the Silverbird Cinema itself.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, you
very
can
nice.
drop
Michael, why should we come and support this movie? You know, we've said so much. I've learned a lot today. But to somebody watching who's on the fence, I might go 20th December, you know, I might stay home. Why is it important, you know, for us to be there, you know, physically, you know, and support our own, the way we talk about on TV and the like?
First off, I'll pick up from the last point you made. This is one of our own.
Yes, I like
You should have seen how this film was received in the UK. Amazing. There was this gentleman who kept saying he's so impressed about how African storytellers are taking the world by storm.
Yeah.
People were saying they were proud to be African.
Nice.
I mean, it's heartwarming, it's gratifying to hear things like that. And this is one of ours. Shirley, I believe, is one of the best on the continent.
Yeah.
And we should be able to push her as much as possible, give her the support that she wants, she needs. And when she grows, when she becomes big, the rest of us, you know, are carried along.
Yes.
And so, yes, you're coming there to support one of your own, support all of us, and to push the industry as far as possible. And secondly, it's the time of the season where, look, what are you doing at home? Come and have fun.
Let's have fun.
You know,
these amazing. So you two are going to be there.
We're going to be there. We're going to be there. And there are lots of lessons you're also going to pick from. Trust me. I mean, we can't go into the details for obvious reasons, but hey, there are a lot of lessons that you can pick.
Nice.
So yeah, come along.
So
come have
let's
fun.
be clear again. www.
Film. So there is one without the film, which is a different website.
Okay.
But you have to add the film. .com to get to our website.
To yours and all the details are there. Thank you guys so much. It's been a blessing talking. It's always a blessing talking to you. I learned so much, and I sense so much passion, you know, from the way you speak about the movie. And I can't wait to see you in more movies, doing amazing stuff.
Definitely.
Big amen.
Oh, amen.
Can't wait to see that. And please, like we've said here, please let's support our own. We can sit here and talk about it, but you know, taking a step further, being there, you know, sharing on social media, hashtagging, you know, 12 of Kind Film, you know, talking about Shirley, checking out her previous movies, you know, her new projects is even more of a way to support her. So once again, thank you so much. I can't wait to see you guys looking dapper. Have you gone what you're wearing on 20th? Or not yet?
I haven't thought about it.
I mean, the guy, so obviously. Have you?
It's a struggle.
It's a struggle.
I'm saying it's a struggle. He said he hasn't thought about it. I'm saying it's a struggle. I thought about it.
I do have to let them leave, but if you also need any details, you can come to MX24. We're going to show you how you can get more details and how you can go and see the movie on the 20th of December. Send us a DM. We're going to respond and reply. Send them a DM. Send Shirley a DM. She just might reply. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a very wonderful afternoon.